Now we're going to look at conflict transformation. This study session analyzes the conflict transformation concept, approach to transform a conflict from violence and destruction into a constructive force, which reduces social change progressively, removing or at least reducing the condition through which the conflict and violence has arisen. Next slide, please. If the right technical approach is not applied in handling conflict, definitely the relapse of that conflict is going to be ineffective. This is because most effort to achieve peace in post-conflict situations often provide the best ability. Please move. This is not right. Now we're going to look at what is conflict transformation. The fundamental objective of this latest concept is to transform unfair and social interactions. The International Award in 1966 defined or conceptualizes conflict transformation as a particular approach which aims to recognize the grievances, the needs, issues of all the parties. It focuses on the process by which conflict develops into violence rather than focusing exclusively on how to bring the conflict quickly to a ceasefire. Conflict transformation is not interested in just going to end the conflict. It is seeking to know how to transform that conflict to solve the particular problem, because definitely when there is a conflict, there is a problem to resolve. Conflict transformation is looking at utilizing that conflict itself to touch or to solve the problems involved. With this definition, it is important to know that every one of us in our society should embrace conflict transformation. This is because conflict transformation pays attention to how conflict transforms relationship, communication, perception, issues, and social organization, rather than simply focusing on its end point as it relates to conflict resolution and management. Dynamics of conflict. We're going to look at dynamics of conflict in this study session 6. We'll learn about the basic relationship between perception and conflict and how the individual or group views and understand certain issues. It is very important to note that every issue, there are various perceptions, various views of individuals concerning one certain issue. So we're going to look at the dynamics of people's perception, the dynamics of their relationship in solving conflict. Relationship between perception and conflict. Conflict arises when individuals and people in communal or organizational settings perceive that others present threats to the accomplishment of their goals, regardless of these threats are just real or imagined. In order to strategically approach this subject, we shall guide our discourse with two frameworks: the perception characteristics framework and the causes of conflict framework. In the course of this session, we may come across most barriers to social perception. These barriers will be treated in this section. The barriers are as follows: the selective perception. These barriers arise from the perceiver's attempt to filter huge amount of information that he receives to support his viewpoint. Now, what is selective perception? Selective perception is in a situation or in an environment, you select something that you will feel that will stand as a backup to what you're already perceiving. Okay, let me give a practical example. I perceive you to be my enemy because probably we are the same rank and we are contesting for another post, which is either you go or I go. Now, selective perception is now that I'm not being generic this time around. I'm not being general. I'm looking at one thing you must do that will make it an indicator that you really want to do what? You really want to be a threat to me towards getting that post. That is what we call selective. You are not being general. You already have a perception that you are a problem to me or you are a threat to me. Now, selective is now looking for something, an indicator that will back up that perception I already have. The next one is the one we call stereotyping. This is generalization about a group of people. That one is one thing that is common. For instance, growing up as a youth, as a bachelor, you have this stereotype that you're married from Imo or something of some sort. or you don't marry from another because their wedding is quite expensive. That is generalizing. Probably out of one case scenario, you want to make generalization out of it. First impression error. This one is what happens in a situation where you okay, let me use for instance marking on scripts as an example. Let me make it practical. Marking on script as an example. Why marking scripts? Because we don't have the luxury of spending a whole lot of time to read whatever the student has written. Most lecturers employ this script that they go through the first 3 lines or the first 4 lines, and when they feel you are giving them the best, what they want, automatically they want to believe that you will do well no matter pages. Now they will call you behind. Why, on the contrary, if they read the first 3 lines and they feel you didn't do anything, ordinarily you might do well towards the end, but because the first impression you've given is not wonderful, they want to generalize and believe that you don't do well. That is the one called the first impression error. Then the other one is the implicit theories. This explains usually inaccurate mini theories that we have in our minds, so determining the appearance or behavior of the person. This theory basically helps us to structure our thoughts and map out our shortcuts to our perceptions. What is implicit personality theories? Upon seeing you, I believe that this is the kind of person you are. And because I already have that perception about you, I'm no longer looking at the attitude that you will counter what that perception I have. I'm looking at the attitude that you display that will make sure that perception I have goes through. That is implicit. It's looking at things, attitudes, or indicators that will show that this is what my perception is all about, and it is true. I might see what will counter what I wrote, but I will discard it and make use of the one that implicits whatever I feel it is. Then the other one is self-fulfilling prophecy. This category addresses how expectation affect our interaction with people and our accomplishment of that which we desire. This one I believe has to do with expectation. Probably upon coming here, I'm expected to do in a certain way. I'll be placed in a certain way. And probably when I don't meet up to that, definitely there will be a conflict.